Not ever, where it is not mentioned in the Bible that we should not follow after his commandments in any time. We're supposed to have to follow his commandments this day and every single day that follows after. Read.
That the Lord thy God will set thee high above all nations of the earth.
Slaki, you hear that? He will set you upon high above all the nations of the earth. If you just do the simplest of things, which is follow his laws and statutes and commandments.
One Westboro.
Right.
This is why we gotta love one another. So what the brother said something to you ain't like, forgive that brother. So what that brother stuffed on your toe? What you gonna kill him for that?
Not unallowing your brother is a behavior, bro.
Man, here's something wrong.
Palestinians that was killed is unallowed. When Sandra Bland was unallowed.
Just to make it known, steady, ready, better watch your tone. I was 5'7", I was breaking my hand up. 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9'11", I was in my zone. Lose the argument, I lose the throne. Who ain't no running up? Damn, now I'm coming up. They coming to kiss me, you dumb or what? You drawn, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the sign. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty, your ticket, she know she fine. Got a couple of so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine.
You better open this Bible. You better come back here and learn what it really says, because guess what? The people you've been learning the Bible from, they've been lying to you. We've been teaching the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that they are the true Jews that the same Bible speaks of. We are not affiliated with no other Christian or Israelite organization. And today, we're going to be going in to how your true relationship with the Bible and that you are the Most High God's people and that you are to follow God's commandments.
That's right.
We're going to go into this right now. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 1. Now, when we get into this truth right here, you're going to really begin to understand that there's certain things that you were missing in your lives. There's certain truths that you weren't understanding before.
Read the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 1. And Moses with the elders of Israel.
Stop right there. And Moses and the elders of Israel, during the time in which we came out of the land of Egypt, Moses was right there already beginning to tell the straight commands that the Most High God were about to tell us to follow after. The commands to this day that we seem to not understand and have confusion with.
That's right.
Commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments.
Saying, keep all the commandments. Not one, not two, all the commandments. Maybe everybody likes to go out there saying, oh, I followed after this commandment, so I'm good. You're supposed to follow after all the commandments, not just one. Every single one that the Most High God has given unto you.
Right. Which I command you this day.
This day that we stand here, all of us walk across this earth, doing many things, this day here, even to this period, he commands us to follow after his commandments.
That's right.
Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. Furthermore on that, we seem to think that for some reason, just because that we follow after these Christian churches, that we're going to be fine. The Christian church has lied to you time and time again. And we need to understand that.
Read the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass.
And it shall come to pass.
If thou shalt hearken diligently.
Slaki. If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If we hearken unto the voice unto the Lord thy God. Now you may be wondering, what does hearken mean? You know, to listen to the Most High God. If we listen diligently, we will be safe and we will be protected. Follow after Most High God's laws and statutes and commandments, if we hearken, listen unto his voice.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
You heard that? Do all his commandments. Don't leave out none of them. Follow every single one of his commandments that he command you to this day, just like it mentions in Deuteronomy 27 and 1.
Which I command thee this day.
Which I command thee this day. There you go again. It is mentioned again. Which I command thee this day. Not ever where it is not mentioned in the Bible that we should not follow after his commandments in any time. We're supposed to have to follow his commandments this day and every single day that follows after. Read.
That the Lord thy God will set thee high above all nations of the earth.
Slacky, you hear that? He will set you upon high above all the nations of the earth. If you just do the simplest of things, which is follow his laws and statutes and commandments. Read.
Next verse.
Khan.
Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee.
And all these blessings should come on thee. Upon thee. We're going to get a little bit more in this Bible. We're going to get it. Now, listen very closely. All the blessings should come upon you, right? It only takes a little bit of effort, not just a little bit, all of it actually, just to follow after his commandments. And if we do so, blessings will come upon thee. You might be in poverty right now, and you may be wondering, well, the answer is right here. You just weren't following after the Most High God's laws and statutes and commandments.
Right.
Read.
And all these blessings shall come on thee.
And all these blessings shall come on thee. Now you're going to probably be low on food. That blessing's going to come upon you. You may be low, like you may be sick. That blessing's going to come upon you. You're going to be healed. All it takes is just to follow after his commandments.
Right. And overtake thee.
And overtake thee. You're going to be overtaken with blessings. All because you just followed after the Most High God's laws and statutes and commandments.
That's right.
Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Come.
Comes down. Sorry, a week.
We're going to get some more in this Bible here.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
It's like it. It shall come to pass.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you shall not hearken unto the voice of thy God. If you're not listening to his voice right now, listening to his laws, statutes, commandments, listening to everything he is telling you to do.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To observe and to do all his commandments. Now listen very closely. What's about to be said next is going to be very important to you.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
His statutes, his laws, his statutes, commandments, everything that you need to know is going to be said right now. And as we go about this, we're going to tell you about a few more things that is in this Bible. Speaking about one of the things is just curses, which curses are going to come upon you if you aren't following after these laws, statutes, commandments. Now, the moment you don't follow after them, you're going to notice the difference. You're going to notice the difference in your life. And we're going to have this said in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass.
If thou wilt not hearken unto thy voice.
Once again, if you do not hearken unto his voice, if you're not listening.
Of the Lord thy God, to observe to all his commandments.
To observe all his commandments. Now get ready. This is a really important part here.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
His statutes that he commands you this day.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
You heard that right there? All the curses which shall be coming upon thee. I mentioned this before. As we are living this day, we should be following after his laws and statutes and commandments. And if we don't, curses shall overtake thee.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one